between pleasure and happiness. One of the ways that we have been hijacked neurologically and via our dopamine receptors is through what we eat. And your book, Fat Chance, covers this really profoundly, a New York Times bestseller. The first word in the subtitle there is the word sugar. I've heard a lot about sugar. I see it in adverts. I turn over the back of anything I eat and it says this word added sugar. Is sugar really a problem in society? Has it really hijacked us?
Yes. The short answer is, not only is it a problem, I personally think it's the biggest problem. It's not the only problem, but I think it is the biggest one. Now, why do I say that? From a systemic health issue, the biggest problem was trans fats.
What's a trans fat?
Trans fat is a fat that has a double bond in it that is flipped. So normal unsaturated fats like olive oil, like canola oil, like rapeseed oil, like sesame oil, like peanut oil, etc. They all have a double bond in them, but the double bond is in one direction. A trans fat has the double bond in the opposite direction. One way to make a trans fat is to heat it. You put enough heat across the double bond and it will flip by itself. So if you heat olive oil too high, you can actually make trans fats at home. But the food industry used trans fats for food stabilization, to increase shelf life. They've been using it in baked goods since the 1920s. The scientist who first figured out that trans fats were dangerous, Fred Kummerow, figured this out in 1957. But it wasn't until 1988 that anybody took him seriously. And then we started doing research on it and realized, oh my God, this stuff is killing animals and killing people. And finally, in 2013, so over 60 years after the initial science, the FDA finally banned trans fats in our food. Without question, trans fats are the devil incarnate. Seriously, consumable poison. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Is sugar poison?
Sugar